Hello beautiful ladies, how are you doing? How's your week been going? I'd love to hear, I'd love to connect, I'd love to be able to inspire and be inspired by you. Anyway, if you're wanting to run your own home-based business and you have got ideas or you don't have ideas and you're kind of lost and you know what you want, you're in the right place. So today that's what we're talking about. We're talking about home businesses, about running businesses from home, how to assess whether an idea is going to work or not. So that's what this video is all about. So if that interests you, even if you don't have ideas, you might get inspired by watching the ideas that come out of this video as well. So stay tuned and let's dive in. Please can I ask that you like this video so that other ladies who are in the same position that we are, single moms who want to be able to work from home, run their business successfully from home, so that they can be there for their children. Please like this video so that the algorithm will share it with all of them. And if you want to, subscribe so that you get the good content every single week on a Wednesday. And what else? You're welcome to hit the little bell icon if you choose to. Okay, so hi, I'm Ashley. I am a single mother who runs a very successful portrait photography business that has given me the freedom and the flexibility to be able to raise my own children from home. So if that inspires you and you want to learn more, you're definitely in the right place. So let's get stuck in with our video, shall we? I know how difficult it can be being a single mother, trying to juggle everything, trying to have be there for your children, be there for your business, try and find time for self-care. It is exhausting, but it is possible. It is absolutely possible. And one of the things that I didn't enjoy was the fact that I always felt so guilty having to go and be with my child. And it should have been the other way around. I should have felt guilty going to work rather than not being there for my child. So what I did is I swapped it all over and I started my own photography business and created an environment that I could be there for my children, and I have seen such a huge difference in being able to do that. And through this video, or through these videos, etc., I am very intent on helping you build a relationship with your children by involving them in the decision process and in the business to a degree. That will inspire them if they have that within them, in that entrepreneurial spirit. It'll actually give them the tools that they can develop from an early age. So running your own business not only gives you the time and freedom and flexibility to be able to be with your children, but it also, through your example, guides them and teaches them a lot. The other thing that I found is like an added bonus side benefit is the relationship that it's built up between me and my two boys. I want the same for you, so let's go. In the last video we discussed how we kind of come up with our passions, our skills, and we kind of narrowed it down into the sort of industries and areas that we can look at actually building a business through. Now the next thing is to kind of find out, well, what business? And I know how difficult it is, but please realize that it doesn't matter how many times your business idea has been generated throughout the industry, you will still, just because of the essence of who you are, you will still bring a very unique flavor to whatever it is that you do. And you've got to understand, and I know that there's so many people who have actually said this, and I'm going to say it again because I need you to hear it. Nobody does the business the way that you do it. Nobody has experienced life the way you've experienced it. And your voice will teach others the way that they need to learn. My son has just started high school this year, and he's doing remarkably well. And I said to him, boy, what's going on? He says, no, Mom, they teach me the way I learn. And that's something that I really want you to understand and hear. You will teach somebody the way that they learn. Your voice is important. So the other positive about being in an industry where a lot of other people are is that there's demand for it. And if there's demand for it, that means that they need you. So get out there and be you and do your business. And they need you. So stop procrastinating. This is your sign. This is me saying to you, go get him. Go do it. One of the videos that I did, I left a whole list of different jobs it was actually a free download. That's right, there was a free download that I did where it gave you, and I'll link the video, but it gives you a list of different jobs that you can do basically from your iPhone or your iPad. Now that should give you a nice sort of general start of being able to brainstorm what kind of ideas you'd like to run as a business. There are so many things that you can do as a business, and I'm going to talk you through some of those. So let's first look at your skills, which we covered in the last video. The other thing that you can do is through your day-to-day life, just walk around the house and suddenly start seeing, for example, me with my broken arm, tying my hair back has been an absolute flipping nightmare, and I'm thinking, this could be a business idea of trying to create something that will tie my hair up for me where I can only use one hand, because trying to hold the ponytail and wrap the elastic around was impossible. I've only recently, as you can see, learned how to do it, but that is a business idea. So going through a problem of, here's a good one for ladies, underwires, the way they stab you in the heart. It's like, I've spent money on you and you're stabbing me in my heart. It hurts. Don't do it. Trying to come up with some sort of underwire protector thing that it doesn't end up pushing through and stabbing you in the flipping heart. So there's an idea. So going through your day-to-day activities and kind of seeing if there's any sort of problems that might occur that you could then come up with a business plan around. Talk to your children. They think differently. Children aren't bogged down by all sorts of nonsense that's happening in their lives. So if you have a conversation with them and sit and brainstorm with them, you never know what kind of ideas they might be able to come up with. And again, this is, like I said earlier, one of those bonding type of processes. See if there's problems in their lives that they might be happening. There might be some sort of, if you have a teaching passion, you might be able to come up with YouTube videos or a video training series that might help them get through grade 6 maths, or you've got some sort of very special way to help them to remember poetry, or an easy brainstorming method. I really do enjoy the mind maps, so you could teach children how to do mind maps. So have a chat with them and go through your daily life, see sort of where areas of interest may lie. Okay, once you've done that, the other thing that I would like you to do, please, and we could count this as step number 2 or 3, whichever you want to do it, write all of those down and then create pros and con lists out of them. So go through each one and see where you might see, play a little bit of a devil's advocate if you choose to, but do some pros and cons of what you might need to learn, or where you feel you might not be able to accomplish X, Y, and Z. Do you feel that there might be too much of a cost layout? While you're going through that process, please do a lot of Googling. Go and do some research if you want to go and sit in a library, although I'm not too sure how much libraries, the encyclopedias I think have all worked onto Google now. But do some research and see if it is viable options. If you find that there are some cons, but you really are excited about that business idea, see if there's ways that you might be able to work around those cons, and start coming up with different, start breaking them down and seeing what will work and what won't. Don't attack it from a money point of view. Attack it from an emotional point of view, because building a business, you have to be emotionally invested in it. You can't just do it for the money. If you're only doing it for the money, it's not going to work, because you will not stay motivated. You won't. Unless you've got a big enough why behind it, which is your emotional investment, whether it be doing it for your children, doing it because you want to save the world or the planet, whatever it is, you need to have a very strong motivation behind why you are doing what you are doing. So if it is only money, it's not going to work. Yes, the money will come. Okay, don't get me wrong, the money will come, but you have to be emotionally invested in order to make this happen. So don't just do it for the money. So go through, see what sort of visceral reaction you might have to some of those ideas, and kind of add those into your pro-con list as well. Also see how each business idea kind of aligns with your environment and with your situation that you're at right now. The last thing you want to do is hop from a corporate straight into another corporate that you've now designed and created. Yes, you can do that, but it's going to be hectic. So look at your set of circumstances and kind of see how much time you can dedicate to this, how much energy you can dedicate to it. I promise you can build a business during that time. That is absolutely possible. You can build a business while your children are at school, having their naps, playing in the lounge, playing outside. You can do it. And if you are doing any of those business ideas where you can run them from your iPad or your phone, you can even go and sit in the garden while your children are playing, and you can still run your business. There are definitely ways around it. No more excuses. But kind of assess your current situation with what you can achieve right now and keep it realistic. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't step too far over what you are capable of, because you will become despondent, you will lose motivation, and that's not going to benefit anybody. And you'll actually end up probably stressing yourself out and shouting at your kids, and then we're back to square one. So don't do that, okay? Please feel free to leave comments below, reach out to me. My email address, etc. is in the description, and I'm all over social media, so you're welcome to reach out and ask me questions or anything on any of those. I'm always happy to hear, I'm always happy to help, I'm always happy to listen and brainstorm with you. So give me a shout if you want me to kind of step in, and even if it's just to listen, I'm happy to do that, so leave that comment below. Once you've gone through all your business ideas and you've got that good kind of gut feeling as to what will work, what won't, now it's time to start researching and kind of designing your ideal client, developing your business plan, your strategy, coming up with your perfect proposal, working out what's going to make your business idea different to anybody else's. And like I've said before, that business idea is you, or that business uniqueness is you. Something else that you can do as a way of coming up with business ideas in the field that you're interested in is by going onto Amazon, looking at the books, going into the reviews, going into the 1-star reviews. So don't worry about the 5 stars. You can see what they did well, always a good thing, but go and see what the book didn't do well. And those 1 stars and 2 stars will generally give you an idea as to what that book was missing, and see if there's any sort of business ideas there that might spark your interest, or see if you can invest something in. And don't feel scared. Don't try and make your business idea too hugely general. You can start off as general and then break it down. Like they say, the good old saying and the good old cliche is, the riches are in the niches, or in the niches. So breaking it down means that you can, and here's where the money comes in, the more you break it down, the more you can charge, because you are speaking to somebody very, very specific. Your GP versus your specialist. Think of it like that. Okay, where the one does general, they're a lot busier, so the specialist is a little bit more in control of their time, and they can charge more, which gives them a little bit more freedom. So start thinking of it along, what can you be a specialist in? How can you break that business idea down to as relatively specific as possible, so that you can speak to a very specific person, which means your marketing becomes dead easy, your designing your ideal client becomes dead easy, your branding dead easy, because you know exactly who you're talking to. You're knowing what they want, you're knowing what they need, you're knowing where their pain points are, you understand your client quite well. If you do something like me, which is portrait photography, that kind of does cover a few different areas. So my photography covers fine art, and it does corporate branding, but at the end of the day, my whole photography is working with women who hate having their photograph taken, because I know that I can create a very comfortable space for them, I can calm them down, I can relax them, I can bring out the best in them, and I talk so much during the whole shoot that I pose them through everything. I direct them from their head to their toe, that they feel confident, comfortable. So yes, I do portrait photography, but my ideal client is definitely that woman who seriously hates having her photograph taken, because I know I can make her feel and look absolutely gorgeous just through knowing my camera, knowing my angles, knowing my lighting, and being able to make her feel calm. So niche it down to a specific person, and if you niche it down to a specific person, you can talk to that person from all sorts of different angles. Okay, but that's something else we'll get into in another date. But start to research where your pros and cons are. So we're going to recap quickly. So research where your pros and cons are. Go through that list of different businesses that might spark interest. Google, ChatGPT will give you a multitude of different options when it comes to running your home business, and start seeing what feels good. Don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself. Take your time on this. Speak to your children. Get them involved. Ask them what they think you should be doing. Who knows? They might come up with some amazing ideas. But just take it slow, deep breath, work through it easily, work through it at your pace, when they're having a nap, when they're playing outside. Let it be a beautiful process so that it grows organically and beautifully and perfectly. Lastly, what you're going to do is grab your diary, grab your organizer, go to this video and grab the free download for your daily or weekly planner and start to add in actionable steps that you can do to be able to start making these dreams come true. Those actionable steps can be watching YouTube videos or finding YouTubers that you can follow, doing some research, writing ideas, brainstorming, coming up with a business plan, learning how to set up a website, finding a free website that will do everything you need, finding out if you actually need a website, which we will get into at some stage. You definitely need an email list, but that is for a different date, so let's not overwhelm you just yet. But start setting those actionable goals, setting time aside to journal and go inward and kind of find out where your goals and passions, etc. lie, spending time with your children, but using your children, using them. Anyway, so go and download that, start prioritizing, give yourself 2 or 3 daily goals, small daily goals, 1 weekly goal. So 1 weekly goal, break that down into 3 steps or 3 daily goals that'll take you to that weekly goal, and start prioritizing time and moving forward. What this will do on a psychological level is when you start achieving those mini goals, it'll motivate you, it'll keep you inspired, and it'll give you that sense of making progress, which is amazing. It is so good for you to be able to see that you're actually making progress towards your dreams, and that's what I want for you. And before you know it, you're going to be on your own business, working with your children. It's going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to see that happen for you. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for listening to me. Sometimes I ramble, but that's okay. I'm a mother. I'm a lot. Yeah, but thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like, and if you want to subscribe, but like the video, share the video to all those other moms who you feel could benefit from something like this. And I know that this is geared at single moms, but doesn't mean other moms can't do it as well. And yes, I'm aiming this at mothers because I am a mother, and that's what I know and understand. But that doesn't mean that non-moms can't give it a try too. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. You have yourself a really, really good week, and I will catch you next time. Bye.